sisters, all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Kakadash. This is your brother Elder Ayathan back at you with another video. Hey, excuse me if you hear some background noise. Got the windows open right now. But I just want to do this quick hit, man, because there's a lot of things going on right now. And what the scriptures say, the Most High said that at the end, the prophecy shall speak. At the end it shall speak. Meaning all the things that we've been reading about, they're coming to pass now. They're actually speaking. And a lot of these things were quoted by the scriptures. A couple of these scriptures I got now, were quoted by the ancient prophets. And they could not explain what it meant the way we can explain now. They were pretty much speaking in the spirit, but the prophecy wasn't concurrent with their times. It's concurrent to right now because it's the end. This is the end times. So as a prophecy speak, the Most High is proving His words. So I've got a couple here, Lord's World. Let's get through it right now. Now what you see on the screen here is Bloomberg Global Financial News. As you all know, this past weekend, after the camp, there was a cyber attack, shut down a fuel line. So now the supply chain is broken for many industries, meaning that there's a gas shortage right now. There's many people that bought houses and they can't move out of their old house or move into the new house because the moving companies do not have gas. A lot of people are stuck on trips because the airlines are short on gas. There's a shortage of food and other necessary resources because the supply chain is broken. So the product cannot get from one place to the next place, or the product cannot even be made. Another thing that's going on, and which is really what I hit on, is the financial news. Now, those of you that watch the stock market, have been watching the stocks, you know that the stock market in 2021, really ever since Biden and even Trump called him out, he said that the stock market, the U.S. economy was going to go to shit. Which is true. 2021 has been terrible for the stock market. The stock market has been very, very, very volatile. And this is basically what they were really focusing on here in Bloomberg, on the Bloomberg News today. They're focusing on the stock market. And, man, people have lost tons and tons of money on the stock market. They're saying that this is the lowest that it's been in forever. And there's a lot of people that invest a lot of money in stocks and cryptocurrency because there's been a lot of rumors. They've been really pumping up this cryptocurrency, and people have put their life savings into it damn near lost all of it overnight. So the world is suffering right now, and the economy of the United States is looking very, very, very bad. So let's jump right into the scriptures. First one here is Ecclesiastes 12. Let's start at 1. It says, remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth. Who's that? Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. While the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. In other words, what the Most High is saying is, remember the Most High in the good old days when America was still jumping, when you could still go to the clubs, when you could still go out there and get a career, an education, get married, where things were good and prosperous, to remember the Lord's in those times instead of waiting to the end times, like the times we're now, to try to jump board or jump ship. Because, look, when shit gets rough, the scriptures say that in their calamity, matter of fact, I should just get it. Let me just get it, since it came to me. Calamity. I'm not sure how to spell it, so I'll do that. Proverbs first, 1 and 27. Proverbs 1 and 27. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then they shall call upon me, but I will not answer. And brothers and sisters, we know this to be an absolute fact because there's countless times in the past when there have been major events that happen, and our platforms where we deliver the Lord's message have skyrocketed. So it shows you that these people know where to go for the truth or to find the Most High. You see, but when things are all good and quiet, nobody pays attention anymore. So verse 28 says, then they shall call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord. Okay? So let's move on. Verse 3 says, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble. Okay, this is what this is right now. The keepers of the house are trembling. You know, if you watch the ticker down here as it's going, this ticker is giving bad news, talking about how the stock market is the lowest, weakness in the oil and gas industry. You see that? You know, colonial breaches expose cyber weakness in the oil and gas industry. You know, the news is not good. It says, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few. Now, if you've been watching the job market, there's an interesting situation going on. It's because of the release of all these stimulus checks, people are not going out and looking for jobs anymore. Usually people have a hard time finding jobs. But right now, companies, especially the restaurant industry, is having a very difficult time hiring people because people are making more money with the stimulus checks. You know, and all this, their government subsidized rentals and, you know, using the government. So they don't need to go out and get a job. They basically just laying on their ass and enjoying life. So the middle class, essentially right now, what they're doing is they're destroying the middle class. Because the companies that do have a lot of money, they just go digital, like Amazon. They just go digital. You know, the larger companies are going digital. And the companies that rely on foot traffic to make it, they're dying out because people aren't going out to get jobs. It says, in a day when the keepers of the house shall tremble. So the analysts, the forecasters, financial analysts, the economists, those forecasters, they're seeing a grim future for the economy of America. The economy, the bloodline of America is very weak right now. So it says, in the days when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves. Because look, there's going to come a time where the stimulus checks are going to stop. Stimulus checks are going to stop. What I'm hearing now is a lot of government programs are shutting down, government aids. They're basically setting these people up. Right now you got the supply chain that's screwed up, so there's going to be a food shortage. Basically it's going to come to a time where these hardcore men out there, you know, these men that are doing really good in this world, that are regarded as strong men, you know, high value man in these days depends on your financial status. So high value men, these so-called strong men of today, they're going to bow themselves, meaning they're going to not know what to do. You know, they're going to become like bums. They're not going to be confident. They're not going to be financially stable anymore. They're going to bow themselves, and the grinders cease, the job market, because they are few. And those that look out of the windows be darkened. Those that look out of the windows, meaning those that, like I said, the financial analysts. You know, it's dark. The windows are darkening. They see a very grim future for America. Okay, next thing I want to bring up is this here. One of the bishops just sent me this. Now this is how World Star right-wing Israeli mob pull an Arab man out of his car and lynch him on live TV. Now, when shit like this happens or things like this, that's an all-out war. That's an all-out war. But why is this happening? This is happening because who's ruling? Who is ruling? Where's Proverbs? Right? Who's ruling right now? Proverbs 2:29 and 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. You see? The earth is under a curse right now. What does the scripture say? The earth is cursed because it's defiled under the inhabitants thereof. And hey, these That's what's going on right now. The Most High is seeking justice, a recompense. He's seeking vengeance right now. So you got all this crap going on. But the main thing I want to bring out actually is I want to bring out the point that, see, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. When the Israelites, you so-called Negroes, all the way down to you people of indigenous tribes, you North American Indians, Seminole Indians, those you so-called Mexicans, when we come in power, there's not going to be any more of this BS going on. You see? Let me show that to you. Isaiah 2, and let's start at 3, then we'll read down to 4. It says that many people shall go and say, come ye and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the power of Jacob, and he will teach us his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem. Now this is in the kingdom of heaven. In the kingdom of heaven, there will be a one world order, and that one world order is going to be that the Bible is the law of the universe. The Bible is the law of the universe. Because by the word, by the very same word that we call the Bible, that very same word is the word that created the entire universe. The entire universe was, the foundation of the entire universe are from those very same words. That is the law of the land. That is the law of the people. That is the law of the universe. So in the kingdom of heaven, that law will be enforced. And who will be enforcing it? The same people that are enforcing in the book of Judges, the Israelites. Verse 4, it says, and he shall judge among the nations, and shall rebuke many people, talking about the other nations, because all of Israel, they're going to be in check. You know, the Lord is going to put his laws into the inward parts. So it says, he shall judge among the nations, and shall rebuke many people, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares, and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. So, when the true Israelites come back in power, get back in their land, and set the law of the Most High as the law of the land, the law of the earth, you know, this stuff ain't going to be happening anymore. Nation's not going to be warring against nation. Everybody's going to be in check. Everybody's going to have their own land. You know, let me finish that out. It says, O house of Jacob, come ye and let us walk in the light of the Lord. So that's all I want to bring out, brothers and sisters. I just want to do a quick hit. And we're down to say shalom. All praise to Yahweh Bashim, Yahushua Bashim Kakadash, shalom.